See, first you learn chain rule for product composition of two function. Now I'm going to extend the same concept, composition of three or more than three. So in general, I'll give you a note, okay, in for general concept. Suppose given problem is like f of g of h of x. F of g of h of x. How many functions are combined here? F, G and H. So that means three functions are combined. So now I will show you how chain rule can be used for more than composition of two function. Okay, the rule is dy by, okay, let me write one step, better is that for you, okay. Y is equal to f of u, directly you can write, okay, you are in the beginning, so let me write first this concept. Y is equal to f of u is equal to g of v is equal to h of x. This is not compulsory, but if you are a beginner for chain rule, better to practice like this. Identify which are the three functions combined. Here f of u, g of v, h of x. So what is extended chain rule? You know the logic, it's not a formula, it's just logic. So what is the logic? What is the first variable? Y. So that you have to differentiate with respect to which is the independent variable? U. And be careful, one mistake you will do here is instead of product you will write addition, but all this are product only. Into which next dependent variable? U. Which is the independent variable? V. Got it? The simple logic. Which is the dependent variable? V. What is independent variable? X. So extended chain rule will be like this. Derivative of y with respect to x is derivative of y with respect to u, differentiation of u with respect to v, differentiation of v with respect to x. This is not only for 3. You can combine any number of function and same thing will continue. I will not write extended chain rule for composition of 4, extended chain rule for composition of 5. No. This is a logic. Remember, it's not a formula, it's a logic for extension of any number of composition. Remember that. Okay. So like this you can extend chain rule. I'll show you with an example. Okay. Because this is only the best tool to understand any concept. Examples. Let me take one example. Y of log x. How many functions are there? Only one. But how many times it is used? 3 times. Log x. So 3 times use a single function. This is also, okay, just like this, f of g of h of x. Maybe not different, but 3 times use log x. Now I will show you how to differentiate this using chain rule. Yeah, as I told, if you are beginner, definitely better to start like this. I'll teach you later how to directly write the answer. You can write in one step also, but we are in the beginning, so let me continue like this only. Y is equal to log u. What is u? This whole thing is u. So u is equal to what? Log of v. What is v? Log x. In exam you can write a formula or directly write the answer, nothing to worry. So I'll anyway formula is there in front of you. I'll not write, I'll directly write the answer. What is the differentiation of log x? 1 by x. So what is the differentiation of log u? 1 by u. Again same formula, differentiation of log v, 1 by v. Differentiation of log x, 1 by x. But this is not answer. This is not a final answer. As I told, whenever you differentiate explicit function, answer must be with a single variable. Here how many variables are there? U, v and x. So it is not allowed. Single, it should be single variable. So 1 by, what is u? Log v, where it is? Here. So what is v? Log x. It is log of log x into 1 by v. What is v? Log x into 1 by x. This no need to simplify. I know sometimes you will show your talent, you will multiply this log x and log x, you will write log of log x square and x. So here no need to show your talent, just keep as it is. Okay. So 1 by log of log x, because multiplication is not possible, remember that. Multiplication is not possible. So use existing mass. So this is enough. Okay, let me take one more example, because as you solve more number of problem, you will be a perfect in chain rule. Okay, 5 or 6 definitely not enough. Around 25 to 30 problems you have to solve yourself to understand, to make this work perfect. So let me take one more example. Y is equal to sine of cos of, what do you want? Inside cos. Anything you can take, let it be 5 power x. What is the difference between this problem and this? Here single function is combined 3 times. Here 3 different functions are combined. I hope you can see that. So if you can't see, then write down. Sin u like this. U is equal to cos v. V is equal to 5 power x. Now definitely you can see which are the 3 functions combined. Sin, cos and 5 power x. So extended chain rule. Differentiation of sin u, cos u. Differentiation of cos v minus sin v. Differentiation of 5 power x. 5 power x into log 5. Here you will do one mistake. You will not put this bracket. Now tell me how you will read this. Cos u minus sin b into 5 power x into log. You will not come to know that you did a mistake. Yeah, you wrote directly differentiation, you didn't put bracket, but count how many terms are there. 1, this is considered second term. But if I put bracket here, now count how many terms are there. It's a single term. Be careful. Whenever minus comes, put bracket. Otherwise, definitely if you continue the same expression without bracket, 0 mark. So be careful. Yeah, differentiation is done. Now what we should do? Convert everything into x. Cos of, what is u? Cos v. What is v? 5 power x. Okay, minus, put bracket, sin v. What is v? 5 power x into, as it is, 5 power x into log 5. Maybe I told, okay, no need to write the base e in calculus. If you not write, it will be considered as a base e only. So this will be the final answer. I hope you are understanding what I mean by chain. This is a very important. This is just like heart of calculation, calculus. Okay, heart of differentiation. Remember, if heart not works, you know what will happen. So be careful, learn this properly. Chain rule. For derivative, chain rule will be heart. Remember that. Okay. So for that, to keep that proper or perfect, let me take one more example. See this, here sometimes you may find difficult to identify which other functions are combined. For example, 2 power minus x. Sometimes you may not be able to identify that this is a composite function because I'm writing wrong answer. Don't copy this. Just explanation, okay, what type of mistake you will do. See, you may take this problem like this, 2 power minus x into log 2, because tell me which formula you are using. Derivative of a power x with respect to x is a power x into log a. Remember, you may write answer like this, but this is the wrong answer because of this minus sign, it is not simple function, it's a composite function. Then how to manage this? See, I told you, if you are the beginner, definitely this is the safest method. This method will be the safest, remember that. So y is equal to 2 power u. One more mistake you will do, you will write 2 power minus u. Then also it's gone, completely wrong, okay? So be careful, 2 power u is equal to minus x. If you practice like this, you will not miss the composite function. Otherwise, sometimes, okay, mistakes are possible like this. This is not allowed, remember that. So, what is chain rule? dy by dx is equal to 2 power u is 2 power u into log 2 into differentiation of minus x minus 1. Again, put bracket, otherwise again everything is wrong. Put bracket. So it is 2 power u. What is u? Minus x into log 2 into minus 1. So you can write like this. Yeah, here we don't have more than 2, but okay, this is one best example to understand how you will miss out the composite function. Okay, so these are the 3 problems to understand what I mean by extended chain rule. I hope you understood, and it will continue. Don't worry, this section will be continued in the next video also, where we are going to solve more number of chain rule problem. Thank you.